I have what most people would call a happily ever after life. I taught my class, got a degree as a medical doctor, and I'm blessed with a lovely wife, a cute newborn, support from my parents, and a community that I can count on 24/7. I had the chance to work with top doctors in the Big Apple. In 2008, I spent 3 years living on the rooftop of the world. I loved the thrill and adventure, jeeps nearly falling off cliffs, dealing with medical emergencies with no medical supply, installing high-tech equipment in the middle of nowhere, being followed by undercover police. It was like in the movies, sub-zero temperatures, living in tents with Mount Everest and ancient monuments as your backdrop. We were saving babies born with holes in their hearts. The truth be told, for a long time, since my pimpled face, hormone-driven puberty years, I felt mostly average, sometimes brilliant, and a lot more times testing the boundaries. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I remember winning an award in high school. I chucked my prize in the drawer and never looked at it for a long time. I got into the leading medical college in London. I celebrated by doing drugs and staying drunk. My parents' first time visit to the UK was to bring their ghost of a son home. The psychiatrist put me on medication when I started having suicidal thoughts. I got kicked out of medical school soon after the first year. My parents prayed for me like crazy. I didn't want to have anything to do with them. I thought they loved me only when I performed, and I just wasn't performing. I didn't realize that they loved me no matter how badly or poorly I performed. They would drag me to church, and they would bribe me with money, which I would use to buy drugs and alcohol. I didn't like going to church at all. Fakes, all fakes. Religion was for the weak. One Sunday at church, someone said, "We are all here because in one way or another, we all need help. It is like being in a hospital. Everyone is sick. You don't get well by focusing on other patients. You don't focus on the preacher. The pastor is not the doctor. You focus on God. He is the one who can heal and help you." That day, I said to myself, "God, if you are real, help me." I thought I was talking to myself. But that day, my life started to change, and I got accepted back into medical school. Now, no medical school would take you back when you have been kicked out once. But not only was I accepted, I was given a full scholarship, which I didn't even apply for. You don't get well by focusing on other patients. You don't focus on the preacher. The pastor is not the doctor. You focus on God. He is the only one who can heal you and help you. I have what most people would call a happily ever afterlife. Now, I'm back in Malaysia and on to another Marvel story adventure, fighting pesticides and feeding more than 80 families. Another accolade, another story for another day.